Good morning, YouTube. As you can tell by my voice, it is early in the morning, at least for me. I haven't even had my coffee yet. But I figured it would be appropriate to do what I want to do early in the morning, because as the saying goes, the early bird gets the worm. And that's right. Today, we're going fishing. Now, I just want to give you a little brief tour. I don't want to fall in the hole. What I've been doing about my base. So essentially, I just been doing the layout for this courtyard, and as you can see, it looks nice, but it's kind of dull. It's just one flat plane. You can see over here on the towers, I just gave it some birch flooring. I'm probably going to go back down and continue that, maybe do a couple more floors. I'm not sure I'm going to do every floor. I think there's like 6 or 7 floors each tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 towers. 6 floors per tower. I'm definitely going to do something with the edge, some kind of turret thing. I'm not sure what to do with this side. This thing's kinked out a little bit, so I may figure out some way to either smooth it out or maybe just jut it out. Well, I'll figure something out. But I wanted, like, actually, let me show you the first one. Because when we did the first tower, I was kind of laying out my ideas for what I wanted to do. Here we go. So yeah, I like this. You have the this balance. My only concern is that these levels are not completely even, but I do want to try and remain I want to remain the same as this. So I want to have ground floor, which I do have uniformly. So we have the courtyard level, down 1 to birch, and I want to go up 1 to balcony level, and then I want to do the archways on at least one or two or even 3 sides of each turret. So that's going to take a little bit of time, and I'll work on that as it comes. I may not do it on camera, but I'm just going to work on it. One more thing I want to show you. I did a little more cow hunting, and I did 2 more cullings of our cows downstairs, and I got a full enchanting table. Not much to look at, and I will definitely move it, because right now it kind of looks weird where it is. But I was able to enchant a couple pickaxes and some shovels, so I have a little more efficiency to do cool stuff with. What else did I do? I'm not sure what to do with this part of the courtyard. I am thinking of maybe doing some half slabs around the border here, doing kind of like a runner effect, almost like a box garden, if that makes any sense. Just a couple half slabs, nothing major, just some way of like delineating the grass and the courtyard here. Once I get a chance. One thing I definitely want to do in terms of my plan for this area is, my initial idea was over here, like here over, and then from here maybe to here. I was going to put some fields, but now that I'm actually looking at the shape, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I may just make one field right here. Get some dirt up here and make some fields. I definitely need a lot of wheat. That's the major thing, because I've been breeding chickens as much as I can to get their feathers, and it keeps eating into my seed supply very fast. So that's what I want to do. But today I got birch logs, I have some dark wood, and I have wool. So with that, and do I have that spare boat in here? I can't remember. Yes, I do. I have a spare boat, but I'm gonna need a chest. Actually, 2 chests. And okay, and a sign. And a potato. And a steak. Gee, I wonder where all that steak came from. And some more coffee. Now, as you remember from our project tree, this has definitely been one of our projects to make a fishing pond / dock over here. That's what I'm going to do today. The reason I kind of bumped it up is because I was watching. I watch a lot of YouTube. Like I actually cut cable about 2 months ago, and I haven't really looked back. There's only like 2 or 3 shows I watched with my girlfriend, and we just watched those like a couple days later on I was on Chrome, and I use a Chromecast to cast them to my TV. But that's very rare. Like once a week or so, or like 2 or 3 shows. Anyway, I watch a lot of YouTube, and one of the things I watch is Achievement Hunter. Those guys who do Red versus Blue, and they recently did their second annual fishing extravaganza, and it's actually getting night, so I'm gonna go and sleep. So they did their second annual fishing extravaganza, which is basically a contest to see who catches the most fish. In this case, it was a contest about who catches the best quality fish. They had a point system for all the different new types of fish that were added into Minecraft. Now, here's the thing, though, and I didn't know this, and I wish I paid more attention to the episode, honestly, because I'm not certain if they. Oh, you notice this little wall. I'll tell you about in a second. I don't know if they were playing on Xbox or if they were playing on a PC. I think it was Xbox, but it might just as well have been PC. If it was PC, it was pretty cool because those guys weren't just catching fish. I mean, I knew that you could catch enchanted books because I knew that was one of the. I think it's actually one of the few ways you can get the new enchantments for fishing poles, which I'm definitely going to do today. I got a couple levels to do that once I get this dock built. But I did not know you can also catch other things like leather, armor. Some people were catching saddles. I mean, I was thinking, holy crap, that'd be an awesome for early game. I mean, I could use those things now because I only have one saddle for one thing. But I mean, I need to learn how to fish because I have fished, in the game, but it's not like fishing in World of Warcraft where it's just more intuitive. It has a bar you can tell like yep, and it has a sound cue you can tell where it is. Fishing in Minecraft seems much more. I wouldn't say tricky. It's just a little more subtle. Oh damn! What is it with me and boats? Okay. So I got the sugar cane off the side here. I think I'm going to keep that as is, but I'm not sure about the sand here. I think what I might do. Let's go with efficiency a little faster. I think I'm going to remove it to start with, and then put it back in. Okay, now, in terms of the design, what I thought of, dark oak pylons with birch planks. Okay, so I think I'm going to do 2, or should I just do 1? Yeah, I might as well do, no. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Let's see how big. Okay, let's see how big it's gonna be. I think 2 or 3. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Let's start with this and see where we get. I probably should have done research on this to see about designs for docks, but it doesn't seem that difficult. Just a board here. Okay, so where's that sand? Did not want that. There we go. So this is what I got so far. Simple enough. Okay, so let's try this. And then not bad, not bad. And I think it's got to go out a little farther, maybe 2 more. And I'll put nice. Okay, you know, I can live with that. Okay, now the only difficulty is that this is, well, it's very conducive for fishing. I can just cast here, or even here, I think. But it's not very good for boats. And that's part of the one thing I want to do. So I got this wool, mostly from sheep, but also from the massive amounts of string I got when we were down in the abandoned mine shaft. Now, I believe how it works is like this. And essentially it cushions boats when they hit it. So when I, knock in this, I'm going to cut this down. I need a little more space. Here's my shears. Yeah, sword will do in a pinch, but nothing beats shears for cutting through wool. I definitely have to fix that when I get a chance. You can see the. Yeah, I knew by closing that off, I would be inviting monsters to spawn in there. Is that a? That's an Enderman. Okay, hang on. Be right back. Not really, but back to that in a second. Gotta take every opportunity I can to kill Enderman. The more Enderman I kill, better my chances. Faster I'm gonna get to the end. Now, do I have? Yeah. Ugh. I really hate having knockback on my sword. What did he vanish? Son of a. And I'm back. Okay, so that guy ran away before I could, kill him. So, well. At least I'm on the alert. I'm in the market for Enderman. And egg, apparently. He shoots. He misses. Okay, so this is essentially what we need. Just trim this, because as far as I know, you do not need more than one layer deep of wool. Okay, and we gotta name this thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, right here. Why not? The old fishing hole. Nice. Yeah, I'm not too happy about this transition here. See, I like the wool to sand because it kind of blends. I even like the sand to the birch, and I like the contrast with the dark oak and the birch. Put some torches here in case I want to do some night fishing. But we're in the root forest biome here, and the root forest biome's grass is much darker than the birch forest grass. And I'm back. So, like I was saying, I don't like the way that the root forest grass just sort of starts. It's way too stark compared with the sand or the birch. So I need some kind of transition between these two. I don't want to use planks because it's kind of weird using planks, then sand, then more planks. You know what would be really good with this? But I don't have any, unfortunately. I should find some. Okay, I'm going to put that on my to-do list. I'm going to find some podzol. And those of you who don't know, podzol is one of the new blocks from 1.72. Yeah, 1.72. It basically it grows in one of the new biomes, and it looks kind of like someone vomited on it. But it's supposed to resemble kind of like compacted leaves and dirt, so it almost looks like a natural barrier. I can kind of see it. I like the way the brown up here, but I can't put dirt there because it will eventually be covered by the grass. Okay, so I definitely get some podzol and maybe like get a stack of it and put it there. So I have another side quest. I'll have to put that up there. Alright, so next step, we're going to make ourselves a fishing pole and do some fishing. So be right back. And we're back. Okay, as you can see, it's daytime. And let me see if I can remember how to make a fishing pole. I think it's just 3 and 2. Yep. I'm going to make a couple just to have spares. And did I bring a chest? No, I did bring a chest down there. I'm probably not going to fill up an entire chest full of fish, but it's good to have spare fishing poles at least. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Again, the transition is a little stark, so we'll see. Maybe a little better once I get the pathway. Once I get more of this figured out and more of that little dirt thing over there, I was going to mention it before. I want to increase the size of this hill. Essentially, I want to make it look like this is sort of carved out of that. So I want to raise it up a little bit. That way, when I make a staircase, it'll look more a little more linear when it comes down and around this way. One fortunate thing is because of the way I have my tower set up and the way I have this edge set up, is I can keep the chicken coop here. I mean, if I want to. I can't think of a better way to put it. And actually, if I put it up there, I'll be more likely to hear it during just normal stuff up there. Same thing with the cows. I just did another culling, so these are all the baby cows. Baby cows. Look at little cows. Yes, you are. You're a real thing of veal, aren't you? I'm going to make a veal parmesan out of you. Okay, so... No, it just occurred to me, I can actually make a cake. And it's just so rare that I actually have both a cow farm and a chicken farm in the same, and a wheat farm in the same base. So I can actually make cake. Cool. Oops, squid. I remember when I first started getting into modding, the very first thing I did was install a mini map because I get freaking lost all the time. But one of the next ones I installed was among other things Sushi Craft, which is a lot of fun. Even the part was pretty confusing. Basically, it enabled you to make sushi in the game, which was great if you were on in one particular game I played. I was on an island. Not by choice, it just spawned that way, and it turned into a little archipelago. And I was like, this is pretty cool. So I was on the island, I was making sushi, and one thing I noticed is that I could kill squid, and they would give me not just ink sacs, but ink sacs could be crafted into squid, which you could then grill and make grilled squid. So that's a pretty good food source. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they already made the additions for fishing. So I mean, how much harder could it be to make an addition for squid? You can eat them. I mean, heck, you can probably even use the same nauseam mechanics you use for the what's the puffer fish, I think. Always nice to have a little variety of food, especially like I said, if you ever want to do a vanilla survival island, which is kind of a cool idea, actually. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do this whole thing, but I would like to just give myself a little more depth. My understanding is that you can fish in anything that's 1 block deep, but might as well give myself the benefit of the doubt and make it 2. Oop. I actually really time how long I have to breathe underwater because I'm usually pretty bad at gauging how much longer it is before I start taking damage from drowning. I'm already full. Yep, that's what happens when I carry too much crap with me. Okay, this I think is a good opportunity to make my little tackle box out here. I'm just gonna drop off. Things that can really go up there. I guess it makes sense fishing rods don't stack. Actually, do I have any? Yeah, I do. Yeah, oh, then I should not replace the shovel. Yeah, because that does not look right. A pylon going onto sand. I mean, I can get behind this. There's sand under the dock. That makes a certain amount of sense. But pylons are supposed to go into the ground. Now it's kind of funny that the word pylon. Full disclosure, I'm actually an English major. Well, I was an English major. I have a BA in English. And one thing that I always found fascinating about language is that every person has a slightly different definition of every word in English, simply because they've had different experience with it. Now, when I hear the word pylon, I think two things. First of all, I think, you must construct additional pylons. And anyone who's played StarCraft will recognize that from the Protoss. So that's the first thing. The second thing is because I happen to live. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I live in New York State, and not too far from where I am. They're building a new bridge, and part of the process is that they are sinking these huge pylons into the river. So whenever I watch the news, which is not very often, but when I do, there's usually at least one conversation about, oh, the pylons are going in, or the pylons are being sunk, or it's a hazard to people boating in the area that the pylons are now so and so feet high. The cool thing is when I happen to drive by that area and I can hear the pile drivers just going dong, 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 dong. Every once in a while I feel a desire to rap to it. Dong, dong, dong. We are going into the ground. We are sinking our pylons here. We're gonna make it so you can travel across this river. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not good at rapping. But, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna put one more here. Alright, so. And most of that goes upstairs. Okay, so let's just drop off a couple of these things for now. And eat a little bit. And let's see what we can catch. So I think I haven't done this in a while. I think you right click. And then you watch. And when you see the bobber go down is when you have to hold right click to pull it back. I think. Let me just click right click. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, see, rotten flesh. Cool. Now that's junk, but the junk category is, I believe, either a subset of, or maybe even the entire set of the things you get in dungeon chests. So you have a chance to get most of the loot from dungeon chests. Okay, and I'm not gonna fish for hours here. Well, actually, I might, because this is kind of relaxing, especially early in the morning. Sun's just coming in through the window. Sitting here, sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Fishy! I got my first. Okay, now, Mojang, please. When you catch your first fish, you should get an achievement for that. Definitely should get an achievement for that. So this is my very first fish, and I'm not gonna waste it. I'm going to put this up on a plaque. Technically, this is my first fish, but I'm not going to put that on a plaque because that's ugly looking. And I've got some extra leather after making all those books. So I can... Oh, just the sun goes down too. Good timing. Drop that off. Grab that. Make an item frame. And I love item frames. You can see over here off camera, I added item frames to my chest and for building materials, wood, gems and ore, and mob drops. And these are great for quick references to what's in what. So, the only way I do is I think, where is it? This is pretty much done actually. So, and did I just not see it? There you go. Dock and fishing pond. I think that would be a good place to put my first fish. Okay, as the sun sets, I'm going to call it an episode. Now, this has been Kanakadea for Kanakadea's Quest, and I'll see y'all later. Good fishing.